Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we are going to be feeding all my pets. Now I've done a few of these videos in the past, I think 3 of them, and I just like to do them every once in a while, like a couple times a year, because stuff is always changing around here. I'm always getting new pets, setting up new tanks, moving stuff around, so I like to make one of these every once in a while just to keep you guys completely up to date. So that is what we're going to be doing today. And we are going to start down here in the fish room. This is where the majority of my pets are, and we're kind of just going to go across the room, starting right here at the 10-gallon baby African clawed frog tank. He is the child of 2 of my other African clawed frogs over here, which we will get to here in a second. But for this guy, I have these pellets right back here, and look, he already knows it's time to eat. But anyway, we are going to grab a pinch of these pellets, and sometimes, like once or twice a week, I do give this guy either a night crawler or frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp, but these little pellets are just his regular diet, and we'll just wait for him to get a couple. Oh, he might have just got some down there. Oh, he definitely got those ones. And yeah, what these frogs do is they'll like suck up whatever they think is food, and then they're able to like tell the difference between the food and the sand. So you might be able to see it right here. If they ever accidentally suck up sand, they'll just spit it right back out. And yeah, it takes them quite a while to find all the pellets. So we are going to move on right over to my 75-gallon American Cichlid tank, home to 8 American cichlids. I feed them these API cichlid pellets, and I just went ahead and got the proper amount in the lid right there. So we're going to call them on over here, and they know what that means. And here we go. Oh wow. And kind of the same situation as the frog. These pellets are their main diet. And then once or twice a week I'll also slip in some frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp for these guys. But today's a pretty average day, so we're just going with the average feeding. And they're all gonna munch away on that. And all these cichlids are just getting huge. I think a tank upgrade might be in order for these guys. And now moving along to the 40-gallon, home to this huge school of Buenos Tetras. Then also my 3 adult African clawed frogs. There's 2 of them right there. The one on the bottom is Freddy, my male, and the one on top of him is Betty. And then the last one is also back there with them. Her name is Bertha. So for the Buenos Aires Tetras, I have these fish flakes by Omega 1. I just get a pretty decent pinch of these. I just drop them in like that and watch them go crazy for those. And there's just so many of them. It's so cool to watch them all eat together. Then while they're distracted, we also want to drop in the frogs' food, which is actually these cichlid pellets. These are sinking pellets, so the frogs can easily get to them. And now we wait for the frogs to realize that there's food in here. Oh, he's about to find them. There it is. Bertha right back there. She'll probably get some in a second. Oh, there's the pleco. Oh, there it is. Bertha just got one. There's Freddy. He's got a bunch right in front of his face, and he's too dumb to realize. Oh, yeah, Bertha just got a mouthful right there. She spit a couple of them out, and it is so cool to watch these guys eat too. Oh, there she goes again. See, I think that's enough of the frogs. Now moving on to the 25-gallon flower horn tank, home to my baby flower horn Pluto. There he is right there. Such a beautiful fish. This is my favorite fish that I have by far. And Pluto also gets these Omega 1 fish flakes, and then also the frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp a couple times a week. But he loves his fish flakes, as you can see there, immediately coming up to the top, munching. Yeah, you can definitely tell his colors have gotten a lot brighter over the last few months, as well as that hump on his head has probably gotten a bit bigger too. And now moving right on over to our turtle tub, and this one is a bit of a process. So the first thing I do is fill up this container with a bit of water, and I'll set that to the side, and then I dump in some of these Reptomin turtle pellets, do a pretty good amount, and then some hatchling turtle pellets. This isn't the actual container for them. I have the actual container upstairs with my other turtles, but you can see right there. And then I actually grab Junior and I move him down into that container. You can see he immediately starts munching, and we'll watch him for just a minute, but usually while he's eating in here, I'll be feeding Midas in the turtle tub, which I'll show you in just a second. So yeah, Junior's, oh, he just got 3 at once. But yeah, Junior's just gonna keep munching away. And then as most of you probably know, Midas, my albino red-eared slider, is actually, oh, he's biting me right now. He is biting me. Well, that kind of explains what I was saying. He is almost completely blind, so I need to go in there with my hands and directly feed this guy. Oh, no, that's my hand again. Ow. And yeah, I hold him in my hand like this just because if I don't, he just tries to like run away. It's really hard to get these pellets to him. But yeah, every once in a while I do get bit, but he's still pretty small, so it doesn't really hurt. Oh, he got that one. Most of it. And then the goldfish come and pick up the scraps. But yeah, we'll do a couple more here. I usually try and feed him like 6 or 7 pellets. Oh, there we go. Then also for my turtles, I'll try and slip in some kind of fruit or vegetable once or twice a week. But again, today is just a regular old day. Oh, there we go. Almost got it, buddy. There you go. Go ahead, bud. And yeah, clearly these goldfish are pretty hungry. So by this point, Junior has already eaten what he wants to. So then I just dump in whatever's left. Then these goldfish and koi and minnows and guppies, they all pick up the scraps. So yeah, That's how I feed the turtle tub. And now moving on over to my 10-gallon tall beta tank. Home to my platinum beta Lou, right down there, chilling in the plant. For him, I just have these basic beta pellets. But once again, once or twice a week, I do drop in the bloodworms and brine shrimp. I feed him 4 or 5 pellets. We got 3 right there, so there's 1 more. And yeah, Lou is not the smartest fish in the sea, so he sometimes takes a little bit to realize there's food in the tank. So we'll give him a little bit, but if he doesn't find the food, we're just gonna move on.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so Lou's being kind of slow right now, so we're gonna move on to the 55-gallon community tank. You can actually see right there, our new dwarf crawfish is out. We got that little guy in my last video, and I did choose a name for him. The name I chose for this dwarf crawfish is Buzz. Along with that crawfish and all the other fish, we do have a bamboo shrimp in here, and I named that bamboo shrimp Woody, so I think it would be fitting to name the dwarf crawfish Buzz. But anyway, nothing too crazy as far as feeding goes in this tank. These guys also just get the omega-1 fish flakes, and I get a pretty good sized pinch because there are a lot of fish in here, and drop it on in. And everyone comes to the top. We got our angels over here, which by the way seem to be loving it in this 55. They used to be in the 40-gallon with the frogs, but I did move them over to the 55 in a video a while ago. You can see a couple of our corridors right down here, then all these tetras right up top. Oh, looks like Lou came up top, and boom, he got that one. Didn't really get a good shot of it. Oh, is he gonna get this one too? There he goes. Boom. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed it again. Man, he is getting old. Boom. Oh, he missed it a 3rd time. Let's see, 4th time's a charm. Nope. Come on, get it this time. Missed it again. And again. Okay, this is just hard to watch. Come on. There it is. Wait, did he get it? Yeah, he got it that time. I couldn't tell. Started doubting him. Yeah, there we go. We saw Lou eat. And now moving on to the last tank in the fish room, our little 5.5-gallon shrimp tank. This tank is now home to 5 of these ghost shrimp. And then they also had babies in this tank, so there should still be some in here. And there used to be 1 neon tetra in here who was actually sick, and he did actually pass away. I noticed that his stomach was getting huge, so I think he had some kind of digestion problem, and he did recently pass away. So I guess it's fortunate that he doesn't really have to suffer anymore and be alone in this tank, but also I hate seeing my fish die, but it is what it is. But for the shrimp, I feed them these little algae wafers, which I actually gave them one yesterday, so they should still be good. Yeah, you can actually see the remnants of one right there. But then I also drop in a small pinch of fish flakes for these shrimp, just for a little source of protein. And yeah, they'll just find those over time. And take a look at this. Off camera a second ago, I dropped in a little crushed snail for the crawfish, and he found it, and he's munching on it right now. So that's good to see. This is the first time I've seen the crawfish eat, so that is awesome. But that is everything down here in the fish room, and before we head up to my room and take a look at my other turtles, I do want to head out to the front yard and give you guys a little update on the pond. We are now out here at the pond, and there's currently nothing living in here. Back in December, I actually completely shut this pond down because something in this pond went terribly wrong, and I'll have that video right here. So like I said, there's nothing living in this pond right now, but that is going to be changing shortly because I am going to be completely restarting, redoing this pond. And now that the weather's warming up, we can finally get started on that. So you will be seeing that very, very soon. So yeah, there's just a little update on the pond for you guys. Now let's head back inside and feed the turtles. Alrighty, so we are in here in my room at the 20-gallon long turtle tank right here, home to my pink belly side neck Toby and my Reeves turtle Timmy. And these guys are really camera shy, so hopefully we can actually get them to eat. They like never want to eat on camera, but we're gonna give it a go. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Toby to eat. So we've got some hatchling pellets right here. I'm gonna drop them on in, and I think we're only gonna get to see Toby eat tonight. And there he goes, munching away. And then also for these guys, I do also drop in some dried shrimp. And there you go. So Toby's gonna munch away on that, and hopefully he doesn't eat all of it. Hopefully he saves some for Timmy. But yeah, there it is. And then lastly, I do have this little desktop alarm clock tank thing, and that is home to Mossy, my moss ball. There are no living animals in this tank, just some plants, because it's probably like a half-gallon at most, so I don't have to feed this tank anything. I just have to turn on the light. So that is everything. That's what I feed all my pets. So like if you're new to the channel, hopefully now you're all caught up. And yeah, I'll probably make another one of these videos like later this year, because a lot of stuff is going to be changing over the spring and the summer. Like I mentioned, the pond is getting set back up, so we've got a lot of awesome videos coming. That is going to wrap up this video, and today's comment of the day goes out to. And if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you got to do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Home to my plant. Okay, buddy, you look dead. You gotta get up.